this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. Along the away sideline, get a look at their head coach. This guy's sitting near the bottom of the league thanks to this 1-4 start. And across the way, we get a glance at their head coach. These guys with a crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And here we go on EA Sports. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Visitors, nothing.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
Kate, we've hardly gotten into this game, and already he's headed out there with a mission right in front of him. This sideline, you can feel it. They're still stunned after that return put him in the immediate hole. And it's now his responsibility to captain this offense downfield and at the very least neutralize the momentum. Ideally, answer with a score of their own.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. Big man showing up the yards. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
A gain of 47 on the play. Complete to Melvin Gordon. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
4 yards.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means first down.
14. Result is a first down.
From the red zone on first. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He's got Turner for the completion. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got a man left. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
A 9-yard gain.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. 4th down. He calls his own number on the option. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! These guys finish off their opening drive. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys drive their lead to 11.
14. Visitors 3.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Sending him on the dive. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
It's a pickup of 6.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Complete to Melvin Gordon. A gain of 11 on the play. And a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
No gain on the play.
Throw here, third down. Going deep here for the end zone. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys cut the lead down to 4.
14. Visitors 10.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. The motion to receiver left. Back to throw now. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pass play now. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And he's got it. It's in close. He has the touchdown.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You can feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys drive their lead to 11. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense ready to get going again now. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to tuck it and run.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Caught by his back. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 21-10 our score. More coming up after this quick break. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter two. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. Has it downfield, working the left. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that gives him a 1st down.
16-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing it again here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And these guys push their lead to 18. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
24-yard gain on the play. Results in
Line up the design keeper. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react will gives them room to operate.
And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a 1st down. We've set it down from 37.
result is a first.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10 and a 1st down.
This time it's a passing play. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go down here. Comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Brought in close to the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're open.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And the defense is down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his touchdown, another one for him this season as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. 1st down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And then incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working now from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Intended for his wide
No
out.
connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
4th down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the 1st half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Lone back gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jukes away from one.
His guys take over first.
Here comes their offense out again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Working on first down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown.
Mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys grow the lead now to 22 points.
Visitors 13.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out runs their offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to the well again. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's the play action on first down. That's incomplete left side.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Hauled in left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is away. Wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The home team's ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. First call here coming from the shotgun. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Brought in by Turner. And they're going to hit him a big loss on this first down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Throwing off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And this is brought to a stop at say the 34-yard line there. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys continue piling onto this lead.
Team 42, visitors 13.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing now on 1st down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Boyd hauls it in. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout.
At the 47-yard line.
Still sticking with their passing game. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He's going to throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
At their own 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. The give now out of the shotgun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
43-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Escapes the defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Oh, he's headed left again on an option. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give now from the gun. first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. It is caught left side. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, third and short.
A gain of 12.
He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's another.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
20-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Staying with Walker. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. Ooh, and they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. He keeps this one himself. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
It's a loss of
Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1 that time. Well, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Brings up third and goal.
Setting up to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First down and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. They'll throw to begin this drive. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Incomplete.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Result is a first down.
They're going to try and throw it here. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again on second. He keeps it and takes off. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 19 yards.
They'll run here on first down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He's taken down.
Second down now. They need 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And we can just point to that last drive, right? Saw them pick up a couple of 3rd downs on their way to that field goal. Not quite the touchdown they wanted, but still able to add some more to their lead.
Yeah, and we know how hard it is, Kate, to sustain drives in the NFL.
Yep.
It means doing what they did, convert on that money down. Yeah, it's 3 points, but you love the execution on 3rd down especially.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's another for him. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fullback trying to power him across. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Running it on 4th and goal. That has to take some major guts, Brock, especially knowing a lot of the time there were some rushes before it that came up short.
It's guts, it's will, it's willpower, maybe even it's a little bit of pride. But you know what? When you're in that huddle, you feel that stubbornness to refuse to accept the field goal. Not on our watch. We're going to do all we can to run this sucker in.
Visitors 13.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again to throw on 2nd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one connects. And in he goes for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys take 7 points off the deficit.
52. Visitors 20.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 9. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
They'll take over.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
30-yard line.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. This is our last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped her at the line, no gain. So first down from the 41. It's Walker on the option. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
3rd down from the gun. He's making a bid for it. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Walker off his own read. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense getting all set for this series. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And this line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw it. He's keeping it again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
There's a dive up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. First and 10 now from the 46. Here's a throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. They're throwing it. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Dive play straight ahead. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Cut out left. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking in the air here. Making the call himself. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives him the first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's a design run. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's another first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys, moments away from their 4th win of the year. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. He's dropping back to throw. Setting up the screen. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.